As a child, I had full opportunity to play Castle Crashers. However, I never ended up playing it, which regardedly kinda sucked, because I know the game was good. After a joke with my friends went regardedly a little too far, I decided to buck up and spend the $16 to play it, because, well, I wanted to make a YouTube video just to see if I could. And Castle Crashers was a game I never played before, ergo, the perfect game to play. For this run-through of the game, I will be playing single player. I know it's fun with friends, and the co-op mode is easily why the game is so memorable. I, however, did not want to ask my friends to join me in this because I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. However, if this does well enough, I might ask them to play it with me, and we'll do a full playthrough. Before we begin, let's talk about what Castle Crashers is. Castle Crashers is a game about 4 knights, red, blue, orange, and green, going on a quest to save princesses. And that's pretty much it. A simple flash game that came out in 2008 via Xbox Live Arcade by the Behemoth, an American video game company that was founded in 2003. While I don't know Castle Crashers, I do know Behemoth's other games, Alien Homemade and Battle Block Theater, as I played both throughout my childhood. I quite enjoyed those games a lot. I would like to go through Castle Crashers, record my reviews each time for it, and see what it's like. You know, since this is my first time playing, I won't be blinded by nostalgia. Before we truly begin, I know that this game is good. However, like everyone, I have an opinion that I would like to share. Thank you, and let's begin. You start the game of Castle Crashers having a party. I promise you do. I don't know why my game loaded me right into the first level, but it's fine. A wizard steals the king's crystal, and that's all the story you're going to get for this level. Nothing too bad, as you're sent out to fight a bunch of barbarians that are attacking and steal the crystal back. Again, simple style of game. The formula, very simple. It's a nice formula, though. Simple, kill, move on. As we continue fighting barbarians throughout the burning inner castle, you reach a set of stairs, and as the camera pans up, unfortunately, the unthinkable happens. 4 princesses are being kidnapped by the barbarians. As you go up the castle walls, you get ambushed, and again, have to just kill a bunch of barbarians. Or a lot of barbarians, as more come up from the castle walls and outside the castle gates to ambush you and attack you. Again, I'm not too upset about this formula. It's a nice, refreshing pace from the other games that I played. And again, beat-em-ups are just fun. Eventually you make your way inside, kill more barbarians, rescue the shopkeep. I don't buy anything here because, you know, I don't have any money. And you continue outside the gate to the front of the castle. Here is where we get the best part of the game, the upgrading system: strength, magic, defense, and luck. Or agility. I never used agility. It's not that fun. Anyways, as we come to the front of the castle, we're fighting, you guessed it, more barbarians as a massive war rages in the background, which is honestly my favorite part of this level, as it's just so cool to look at. As the war rages on in the background, you continue forward, fighting more barbarians, which I'll stop mentioning now, going through this crashed cart thing, through more debris and even more barbarians. This is seriously a massive gauntlet to throw at you, which is why this game is definitely meant for 4 people. You walk along the war-torn battlefield and finally make it to my favorite mini-boss ever. Mainly because of the music. This music just does something for me. I don't know what it is, but this music specifically, this boss fight is amazing. No matter how easy it might seem, no matter how difficult it might be, it's just perfect. I love it. Castle Crashers music is the best, and we'll get into that soon enough, because the levels that come, oh my god, just have memorable after memorable soundtracks. Finally, after defeating the you make it to the Barbarian King, who is just a honking beast of a man. This boss fight, while not like totally like memorable soundtrack wise, yeah, so like I'm back here now after re-listening to the theme. It's great. I'm gonna just play it for the rest of this fight. It's still a memorable first boss throughout the entire game. Whenever I think about Castle Crashers, I thought of this guy because this is all I would see whenever I played like the first like few missions, because that's all I ever played until today. This guy is just, he's just so cool. He's big, the shield on his back is perfect, he's a great first boss. The background is amazing, the tied up princesses. If he hits you with his thing, the goblins cheer. I don't know if I got hit or not. This is also the first time when you find out that if you win, you have to fight your friends. That's pretty cool. Easily the coolest, one of the coolest boss in the entirety of Castle Crashers. Anyways, so you defeat the boss, get the gold, which is probably a cool mechanic. I like how the gold rains down. It's nice. You then rescue the princess, kiss her, and then move on to one of my absolute favorite musical pieces in the entire game. After we leave the castle, we head into the forest entrance, which is another level with a banger soundtrack. As we move into the level, we meet our first rideable enemy, which is an adorable crocodile. Oh my god, I love this thing so much. It's not even that powerful at the beginning, it's just so cute. Oh my god, the face. I would die for this, I swear to god. Anyways, as we continue forth, we meet up with the barbarians again and find the princesses, and this is where we fight first beefy guy. I hate these guys. They're terrible to fight one-on-one. Again, this is a co-op game, so to be expected. Like, goddamn, does it suck to fight him. It took me so long to kill him, and I just hated it, like, absolutely hated it. Oh my god. Now, if you've played Castle Crashers, you know the best part about this entire, like, chapter is the music. Oh my god, is it so good. Yeah, Castle Crashers music is just really good. One of the best parts of the game. Anyways, let's continue on with the level. As you continue through the level, you kill and beat a few more barbarians, collect the first pet of the game, which is a regrettably cute owl that gets you food, and then way through said bush and start this level. As you make your way through the level, you meet this owl, which poops itself a bunch, which is regrettably the main joke of the level. You continue through, fighting more barbarians, and meet the second pet, a little green dinosaur thing that lets you walk through water faster. You then make your way to these ancient ruins and fight these trolls, I believe they're called. They're a pretty cool enemy in the game, I kind of like them. Then make your way to a bear, which, you know, again, poops itself, which is a little cool the way that a giant animal is scared. As you make your way forward, you meet this little goblin thing, which tries to steal some gold bags, which is my favorite enemy in the game. As you make your way through a bandit camp, you watch as some of them run away, and then this thing pops out. A massive troll. God, do I love him. He's such... I don't know. He's just also a good mini-boss, considering what you're gonna fight after this. He's just so simplistic. That's mainly it. Anyways, you know the drill. I fight him, I level up, and then... bam. He's dead. Then you move to my favorite part of the level, the best part of the level, the goddamn deer rail section. Oh my god, you just ride deer away from this giant troll to the best music. Anyways, as the on rail section comes to a close, you drop down into the water where you meet the next mechanic, swimming. This is not my favorite. It's okay. The enemies are interesting. They're fish. There's rocks. You can jump on things and ride them. I'm not that good at that. These bad things for the first time are pretty cool, but other than that, it's a pretty standard level. Then as you make your way through, you get a ship behind you, and then probably one of my more favorite bosses is the catfish. He shoots up hairballs, which then you have to break, and then they load a cannon, and they try to hit you, and bam, he's stunned, and then you attack his tongue. Pretty simple boss fight. Overall, it's cool. Its design is pretty nice. It's an actual catfish, which, has been done before, but it's nice. Its attacks are pretty simple to dodge. It does this first stage where it just takes a guy and slaps you with him. I'm not that good at dodging, but that's fine. Then it turns into fish mode at half HP, and then it goes like this, trying to hit you. It then can, crash into the ship. I don't remember if I caught it first round, but it's just such a cool thing. It's a small thing. I love it. It hits the boat, and then, rinse and repeat. Simple boss fight. Anyways, as you kill the catfish, it dies, and then you finish the level. The goofy music plays, and you're off back to the amazing map. I level up, which I allocate most stats into strength and then magic, and this is where I kind of realize I like doing magic. So for the rest of the playthrough, I will mainly be leveling up my magic, which is my current and best setup. After that chapter's over, we continue on to this chapter, where we end up fighting a bunch of bears, which is pretty cool. I like these animals a lot, and this is where I truly first realized how good magic can truly be. This one is more my, I mentioned forgettable chapters. I don't remember much that happens here. There's a mini boss here, I know that. The mini boss is okay. I hate the ram that he has. He generally is just an annoying prick, but to each their own. The music was pretty good, and I quite enjoyed it. And the chapter's music is not as memorable as the last one, but nothing can really top that. Here is where I really noticed the glaring issues with the game, and that is it truly isn't meant for single player play, which sucks a lot. This game could be so much fun single player if you just have the attitude, but unfortunately it's not. It's too difficult by yourself at some sections. Sometimes you truly have nothing else to do. It just isn't that fun to play by yourself. These guys here are pretty cool, easy to defeat, and I kind of like the arrows. They're fine. Anyways, as we continue forth, the background is also one of the better parts of this level. I like it a lot, and it's the one I notice most when I'm playing. This cave section is my least favorite part. These slimes are stupid. I hate them. They take way too long to kill, and they suck a lot. There's just so many of them, and I just don't like it. It's not a fun level. This bat boss is another one of my favorites, I had to say. He's okay. It's not difficult once you get the pattern down, but it can still be hard, especially if you're coming in from running the gauntlet of not having any HP, which sucks a lot. Anyways, with that, the boss dies and the level ends. Kind of slow for my liking, but it truly doesn't matter. I don't really care about the length of levels that much. But yeah, we get a bunch of gold and it just ends here. The next mission that we get to play is called Flowery Fields. I like it. The bee enemies are pretty cool. This is one of my more favorite levels, mainly because the design is just beautiful. The enemies aren't too overwhelming. The backup you get is nice. I think the main premise of this chapter is pretty cool. Here we get on some catapults and get chucked across, which are, pretty cool. I kind of like this. The fighting 2D on the wall is not my favorite, but it's okay. There's nothing really too bad about it. You do get a little trouble, but it's fine. The next spot is the wedding section. It's okay. The open area is fine. I found it a little difficult, but that's because I'm playing on my own. It wasn't too bad, and it's definitely not the worst part of the level, which is the boss part of the level. But again, that's fine. After that, you fight some more people next to a bunch of food. No, it's a wedding after all. Of course there's food. Next, you reach the boss of the level, the Bachelor, who has a giant organ that shoots cannons at you after you deal enough damage to him. I believe I died here once, which sucks. which sucks a lot, like a lot, because you can see how close I got him to death. It sucks that I fell off and, you know, screwed up and died. I had to restart the entire level, which I already did not. After a second long, arduous battle, I was close to a level up, so I thought I might level up and it would heal me, but that didn't end up happening. I dodged a shit ton more cannons and then killed him. It's pretty nice. Then, as you go to the princess, the Cyclops comes in, which is a pretty cool looking boss. I hate the levels they're part of, you'll see why in a second. After they leave on the carriage, it begins one of my favorite sections of the game, I think. So I actually really like this section of the game. Its setting is interesting. I like how the giant wave of fights just go on and on. It's nice. It's a great gauntlet to go on. I level up once. It remains interesting throughout, which is pretty cool. I like that. The only part I don't like is the troll. Not my favorite. I spent a good 15 seconds thinking how to fight him, and then I finally figured out to just shoot the magic at him. Killed him pretty easily, then entered into the cave and continued on from there. As we make it through the cave, we continue fighting through the Cyclops men and slimes, which is another massive gauntlet, which I don't truly like, again, because of how terrible the slimes are, but it doesn't matter. After we make it through that gauntlet, we make it to the carriage, which is being picked clean by the barbarians, and then behind us comes the Cyclops men, so now we need to fight a two-sided war between both of them. A battle which I kinda swiftly lose. After that quick death, we quickly restart the level and bring us back to this stupid gauntlet. I hate it so much, and I'm so close to death every time I reach it. After a tough, fought, hard, long, and devastating battle, I finally beat them and move on, where I am quickly saved by a nice, simple level up, which comes at a perfect time as I was so close to death there. We continue fighting all of them again. I hate the slimes. It's a little easier this time because I'm at full HP, but it doesn't matter. Finally beating them and making our way to the Cyclops fortress. After I leave the cave, I reach the first part of the Goblin's fortress, which is really nice. I like the lava there a lot. Lava's okay. Level in general is just okay. The fighting before the boss is a little iffy for me. It's fine. It's not like it's difficult per se. I just don't really enjoy it. These guys are pretty easy cannon fodder. The real main part of this level is obviously the boss, because like it's the coolest. Not the coolest. It's one of my favorites, I have to say. Music for this level is like pretty good, I think. It's not obviously the best. It's still nice to listen to as you go forward, though. I hate these dragons. You'll know why later. Again, this is where I truly learn how good magic can be. Anyways, as we reach the Cyclops, he gets mad, and thus begins the part of wearing him down. I'm not entirely good at dodging his attacks, and the fight at all, it just wasn't really good for my first run. I do a lot of things wrong and end up dying, which sucks a lot. I don't know, I screwed around. After a quick level up, I'm back in the saddle and go back through it again, clearing most of the enemies with relative ease, and then making my way back to the boss fight. Anyways, here we go. Second time around, beating the Cyclops. I do that much better. Anyways, I dodge it more to learn his attack patterns, end up blocking, something I keep forgetting to do in this game. Hitting it over and over, and then dying. After that embarrassing defeat, I decided to go shopping for some things like meds and this new weapon, which is easily my favorite weapon in the game, having increased my magic potential so much that I decided didn't even know what it did until I got into the mission and did this. It just went for so long, and I just kept doing it the entire mission. It was so much fun, just zapping every single person. I did it so many times. I recorded a lot. A lot. It remained my weapon throughout the entire thing. Anyways, back at the Cyclops, I mainly zap it this time as the magic was the best one thing I had. Got a sneaky level up, was great for that because it helped me and killed him to a nice Terminator reference. Anyways, got the cash, kissed the girl, and continued on. I hate this level. I hate this level with a passion. The newt things suck so much, they just kept killing me. But I pushed on anyways and killed more. A lot more. Man, magic is so much fun. And then got the sandwich, which was meh. Beefy guy mode, kind of meh. Killed a bunch of skeletons and then stupidly went beefy mode. And then, well, I died. Stucks. Anyways, went back, got chained into a fireball combo, and died again. Went back through and trying to do it again. I got a little farther, but then, I got jumped, and then low HP and not good at the game. Spammed fireballs, and I died again. So after that massive failure, I logged off for the day and then got back on. It was terrible. Anyways, after the 5 or so deaths, I was ready to finally go through it and complete it simply. I'm going to speed up the footage here as I'm not even going to bother narrating it. After making it through this slog of a level, I was feeling confident. I was at almost full HP fighting the skeletons, and I could easily do it. Nothing was going to stop me. Zapping, killing the skeletons, so easy. It's great. Lightning is really broken. But then, my world came crashing down as I was hit with these guys, multiple fireballs, and death. God, do I hate this level. To make a long level short, I made it up the mountain and killed most of them again after a little bit of grinding. And I made it to the magma guy, who it took me a while to figure out to defeat. Other than that simple mini boss, nothing really truly happened. Anyways, make my way through the level, reach the mountain with the thing there, and meet the sock puppets. Pretty funny boss. I really kind of enjoy it, and I kept getting hit there. But as I got closer to it, it got really easy. Again, lightning is really broken. Really, really broken. So this boss fight was a breeze. Killing it pretty simply, and then getting the wheel and leaving. Got the wheel, level played, done. I hate this level. I'm so I'm so happy it's over. This cutscene, the wizard revives Cyclops. Pretty cool. As that's everything. Now we move on to the industrial castle. After that strong of a level, I'm happy to finally be here as we enter into the factory castle, I think it was called. I do not remember. Anyways, simple level, beat up more knights, move through this honestly pretty awesome looking factory. The traps are cool. The moving platform, one of my favorites. I just stayed in the corner because of, game design. The level is pretty simple, all things considered, coming from the amazing slog that was that. But of course, the lightning is what that really helps a lot. Where beefy guys aren't even that much to handle. It's pretty great. Anyways, making it through to the boss fight. Another simple, easy boss fight, destroying the pillars and destroying the hands. It's pretty great. I like it. The boss is cool. The weapons that it has are simple. It does get a little slow down when you destroy the hand and the middle part. But yeah, all in all, a pretty good level. Anyways, as we finish the boss, the princess gets captured, and we go see that guy. I hate that guy. Get the thing, and then we level up. Boom, we're done. After making our way to the boat, we get on this amazing looking ship where we fight ninjas in this really cool sea section. After all that, we make our way through the desert and get eaten by some bugs. This is a pretty cool level. I don't know why I stood there for a bit, but the scorpions are pretty funny looking. They're adorable. These worm things are pretty okay. Not too bad. Everything is fine. It's an okay level. These things are pretty cool. They were easy to defeat, nothing too terrible, but it's all that goes down there. Continuing through the level is pretty simple again, fighting more of these guys and making our way to the plot twist of the century, I think. Seeing alien spaceships. Fighting them is quite easy, jumping up and hitting them. I defeat them pretty simply, nothing too difficult, and make our way forward, fighting another one, and then finally getting abducted. After making it onto the ship, I quickly destroy the thing and move throughout it and meet these guys, where the alarm starts blaring, and thus begins the longest, largest fight of my life. So many aliens. You have to kill so many, and it's just terrible. A never-ending gauntlet of you being shot down. Thankfully, they did no damage, which was like the saving grace. I'm so happy they had a brain here. Killing the last alien and moving forward, saving the one guy on the toilet, where this happens. Him breaking the controls and thus starting the self-destruction sequence of us running through and attacking more aliens throughout the steam vent area. Sucks. Before finally making our way to the end, where I barely made it out before running out of time, just making it. After making our way out, we meet this camel, which I immediately attempt to hop on after I brutally zap this guy and level up, meaning it goes on for a while. After getting on the camel, I make my way through the pretty long level up to the castle and start in this room and see immediate beefy guy and do the one thing I'm good at. Really good at. Just zapping him. After that, more guys come out, which, again, more beefy guys, but it's fine. I know how to deal with them by now. Run around, dodge them, dodge more attacks, and then finally get up behind them, and then just hold the button. That's all I do. After the last guy is defeated, I head on up and begin my second gauntlet. It wasn't too bad. I beat them all pretty easily. It doesn't really matter. I'm not really going to show you much, considering it's just a redo of the first level. And again, I killed a lot of them. But then we make it to the best part of the game, volleyball. The volleyball part is fun. It was pretty easy, even though I was by myself. I have to say, pretty cool thing to have, especially if you have 4 people. Pretty easy though. I don't know why I paused there, but I did. It came pretty close. I thought I was going to lose, but then, I won, and then leveled up my magic, and then just continued. After getting the map, we finally make our way up to the Flooded Temple, which is honestly a pretty cool level. I quite like it. It took me like a few minutes to realize I need to go somewhere else. Anyways, as I go through this mission, I enjoy the help I got. I like these guys. They're nice. They're cool. Move on. It's a pretty simple level, killing some skeletons in a graveyard and all that. It's nothing really to write home about. Eventually make our way here. Beefy skeletons. Again, nothing too difficult. Beating them is simple at this point. The game has gotten way too easy now that I'm so high level. These guys are okay. They're pretty cool. I like how they look. I switch over to this weapon and beat up a few of them. Again, it's pretty simple. I like it. Pause the game for some reason. I don't remember why. Make my way through, kill more of them, and finally face off against multiple against the troll. Guys were the easiest. Troll was pretty easy. Beat it, done with it, simple and easy. While this gameplay is going to go on, I'm going to take a moment to talk about the fact that we're going to skip a lot, just basically straight to the end now. This game is really boring. It's pretty boring to edit, so I'm just going to skip forward and finish to when I finish the game. As nothing of truly note happens until we reach the end, and I don't think you guys truly care that much about a 13-year-old game at this point. The final boss fight and level is pretty cool. You go through a bunch of different rooms and fight a bunch of different things. It's nice, it's simplistic, it's easy, it's lovable. This guy is a great fight. He's cool. It's relatively difficult, and it's a satisfying end. But here's... Castle Crashers is a great game. I cannot say that enough. As this gameplay goes on, I'm just gonna talk about how this game was just great. I loved every part of it. I loved playing it until near the end when everything got truly the same and it just became repetitive. I don't know how people play this game. I'm gonna be honest, even with my friends, the only reason why it'd be fun would be my friends. I don't think this game would have been as popular if it was a single player. That much is easy to say. Hindsight is 20/20 about that. But I made this video because I thought I had a unique opinion that I could speak about. I don't. So, as this rages on, I thank you if you did watch this far, and I'd like you to, I don't know, do something. Anything is better than playing Castle Crashers. This is not worth $16. I can honestly say that. The combat, uninteresting. The magic, uninteresting. The only funny things about it were, like, the things you can do with your friends. Being the deer section, the volleyball, and fighting each other for the princesses. After that, it's terrible. This game is old. It should not be played unless you have, like, friends who played it as a youngin'. Nothing good comes from this game at all. The fact that it was popular at all baffles me to no end. I have played bad games before. Truly bad games. Some of them had redeeming qualities, some of them didn't. This game has 3 redeeming qualities, and they aren't even that good redeeming qualities because you need friends for them. If you've never played Castle Crashers up until now, I envy the fact that you didn't. But even if you were thinking about it, don't. It's not a good game. I feel like I wasted 2 whole weeks writing, making, editing this video for no one to see it because the game is so old, and I didn't even enjoy the game I was playing. Terrible. And I am still glad I made a video on it. This was a lot of work, effort put into this, and I'm thankful that hopefully someone watches it. However, my true final thoughts are, this game is bad. Don't play it. and the music carries. I respect the fact that they made a game, especially one in like Flash, especially back so long ago. It's great. Newgrounds is great. We gotta respect where everything came from. All these people did things. These people tried their best. And it was a good game. The music was made by many different people on Newgrounds. And the music is the best part of the game. People come together and make things. That's amazing. But that's it. That's where this game stops. That's where everything stops. And, well, as this last cutscene plays out, I again, final time, want to say thank you. If anyone watched this at all. Anyone at all. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. Thank you for listening if this was boring. I'm sorry if I abruptly cut it, but I just am not feeling this anymore. This game is just ass. I'll let the final cutscene play out. You have a good day.